Life Fixers. Hope you're having an awesome day. Are you ready to rewire your brain for collecting the right information? Yup, this is super important because this is going to make sure that you have what you need to actually go and do what you want to do. If you'd like to rewire your brain on a really deep level, do a 90-day intensive to get all your cognitive functions really strong, head over to lifefixuniversity.com/your brain rewired and get yourself on the wait list. You will thank yourself later. Now, for collecting the right data. This is one that some people take to the extreme and they become perfectionists, and some people completely don't care, and obviously some people in between. Collecting the right data is about making sure you have the information that you need so that way whatever else you do will be done correctly, right? If I am trying to paint a room white and I have blue paint, I will not be able to create my room white. So that's super obvious, right? So here comes it when making sure we're being really super precise. I'll give you actually a personal example that happened in my house. We were painting our walls and the whole hallway like this light brownish color and the same like beigeish brownish color and the same very similar beigeish brownish color. It was also going to go in the living room and dining room, but it was slightly different because it was going to be a shade that was the same exact shade as the couches so they don't clash. That way, in general, the hallway and all the rooms go together and don't clash. And at the same time, the furniture gets along and everything is matching correctly. Now, we brought a piece of the fabric to the paint store and made sure we had all the correct colors, except here was the big thing. The painter swapped them. I don't know if it was because somebody gave the painter the wrong colors or the painter messed things up. I don't know. It doesn't really make such a difference. But what did happen was the color that was meant to go in the hallway went in the living room, and the color that was meant to go in the living room went in the hallway. That is not being precise. They were really similar colors, just a few numbers off on the swats, and it changed everything. Now, it's not that much of a difference here because can't really tell. They were really close, but it makes a difference. Here's where we want to make sure we are collecting the exact information. What we have with us is precise exactly. Someone gives you an address and doesn't tell you 27 instead of 72, which is also really an example that happens to us all the time. Our numbers always get swapped with someone who has the opposite numbers by us, and sometimes our packages get swapped simply because the person delivering them doesn't look that carefully. It's just a few houses down, and it's not a big deal to really go down and get your packages swapped, but it's also super annoying when it's not a big deal for the driver to just double check and make sure he's putting it in the right place. So my challenge for you today is to look around and see any action that you're doing before you go and do it. Double check, literally check yourself for errors, double check and see, is the information that I have here correctly? This is where you put an extra letter in the email and it doesn't go through. This is here where somebody tells you 7 a.m. instead of 7 p.m. and you miss your flight. Things like that. See where in your life are you not being super precise and it is affecting you from getting what you really want done. So remember the words, be precise, train it in your brain, see where else you can go and do that. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye for now.
That's all for this episode of the Life Fix University podcast, but I have a huge favor to ask of you that will not only support the show, but will also help the people you love most. We are striving for 1 million downloads by the end of 2025, and we can't do this without your help. If you love this episode, please share it with 2 of your family and friends so they too can rewire their brains to have an extraordinary marriage. It was awesome spending time with you, and I'll see you on the next episode.